everybody. This is This Week with the Roses. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Kelly, and today is Saturday, November 13th, 2021. Not sure how our video quality looks today, because to me it's not looking great. But it could just be my eyes are really bad today.
Yeah, it looks a little fuzzy to me too, but let us know in the comments what you think about our video quality. So, this week, we had a day off together, which is unusual because I work on the weekends and she's a school teacher. And but you had Veterans Day off.
Yes.
So thank you to all the vets. Yeah. So the long-term plan was that we were going to do some stuff, and we got some video of us cleaning up the garage a little bit.
The cleaning the garage has been a long-term plan because we've been putting it off for a very long time.
Yeah.
We've been in this house for 20 plus years, 23, something like that. And the garage has just become overrun with stuff. And so...
Well, your dad's usually out there, or used to be out there.
Dad used to be out there putzing, and he doesn't putz out there anymore just because it's not a safe place for 99.9% of the population. Yeah. So we decided that over the summer, it was going to be our over the summer project, and then it's just too hot in the summer. So we were going to do it in the fall, and then we just never had a day off until Thursday. So we decided to take it in chunks, 2 walls of the garage. We have some video that we will...
we'll put it in a little bit.
We'll share with you, but, Yeah. As in every other project that the Logan Rose house tries to do, it was met with obstacles and all kinds of other fun stuff. So it got halfway accomplished for what we wanted to get done that day.
There was some use of the F word. So
isn't there always?
Yeah, there was a masterful use of it at one point. So
anyway, we will cut to our footage of the great garage cleanup right here, and we'll be back when we're done. Okay.
Hey, everybody.
It's the great garage cleanup.
The great garage cleanup, or at least part 1, yeah. So today we're going to take our 2 big shelves. We're going to either donate, keep, or toss. And I've already started a little bit.
Donate, toss.
Yeah, a lot of donate, a lot of toss. Some of it keep. So yeah, that's what we're doing today.
Wish us luck.
Yep.
So this is where we're starting today. This is along one wall of the garage, and it just has lots of years worth of things that we thought were important at one time.
Really are.
And then that is the other. This is our goal for today, to get all of this and all of this either out or organized. And I'll be happy if we accomplish that today. What do you say? Yes.
I think we'll be good.
All right. We'll keep you posted. Okay, so we're about, 15 minutes in. And already, I can't make any decisions about what stays and what goes. Because if it was up to me, 90% of the stuff would go. But it's not all mine. So we are attempting to lure Mom and Dad out here. To see if they can help us figure out what needs to get donated, what needs to get trashed, what we have too many of. But it's a work in progress. It's a lot of stuff. So poor Kevin is all I can say. God bless him and his patience with all of us. He really did not know what he was getting himself into when he married me. But he's learning. So every day he's learning, and probably every day he's getting closer to being like, what the hell? But he's such a good person, and I'm so thankful for him to spend our only day off together until Thanksgiving, cleaning out our garage. And it's a beautiful day. It's lovely outside. You can kind of see over all that stuff behind me is all other, those decisions are not mine. That's putzing between Kevin and Dad and Mike. So, you know, it is what it is. So we will show you some updated photos of the wall of clutter once we get it all cleaned out. Look.
Making a whole lot of progress.
Right? A whole shelf is empty.
Yeah, and we got some stuff squared away. Got a little bit more down on the bottom, but yeah, we're getting there.
That stuff on the bottom is Dad's cooker. That has to stay down there.
All right, well, that's fine.
But is there some way you could turn it so that he never trips over that way?
All right, so we're now taking our first trip to the dump.
To the dump, to the dump, to the dump, dump, dump.
Yeah. Days like this, I miss having a truck. It really is. I actually, this is kind of one of those things. I had a truck. I loved the truck I had. It was huge. I had an 8-foot bed. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass to park sometimes, but it was a great truck to have. I think if I had my druthers now, I'd have a smaller truck. Like they don't even make them no more. But the Ranger, like my dad had a Ford Ranger. That was a great size truck. Not too big, not too small. Just, you know, if you're gonna make little trips to the dump, it's perfect. But now I'm using my car. So,
it is what it is.
it is what it is.
And we're heading to the
Stinky dump.
the worst place on earth,
Yeah.
next to Chuck E. Cheese. Actually, I don't know. I'd rather spend 10 minutes here than like a half hour at Chuck E. Cheese, but
Yeah.
it's the little dump station. It's not the actual landfill.
I'd actually rather drive all the way out to the landfill, but
The landfill's
time
a
is
little
short.
bit of a hike, so
Yeah.
this place smells so bad on the inside
Yeah.
that I'm gonna mask myself, but I wish that I had a little spray of
There's
some sort.
a spray in there somewhere.
There is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's this? This is lemon verbena contour clean sample. That's not a spray.
Oh. Well, there's one in there somewhere, I think. But anyway,
I don't know.
you know how I described how good Marker Miller smells the orchard?
This is the exact opposite.
If there's a scale, Marker Miller would be way over here on the positive, and this place would be the absolute negative.
Yeah, that's so true.
Because it's just, and there's people that work there, and God, I hope they make more money than I do, because
Yeah, no kidding.
Jesus.
Okay, but you know, we could spray this. What is it now? Oh, counter cleaner. Yeah, I don't want to be inhaling a cleaning product.
No, there's
That's
something
probably
that-
better than you.
It's one of those air freshener things that was down there. I guess, I don't know, maybe I got tossed by mistake.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, there's all kinds of hand sanitizer. We could rub some of that on the inside.
Yeah,
Just
rub it on.
inhale the alcohol smell. Oh, that happened to me at work yesterday. I have like scented hand sanitizer, but I used it so much during my math groups because they were running through really quickly, and you sanitize between groups. Oh my, I had the worst headache from that concentrated alcohol smell. Anyway, maybe it's in here.
Yeah, we'll check.
We'll look for it. All right, so wish us luck. I'll probably run a live as Kevin's dumping all this shit in there.
Yeah.
All right, be back, guys.
6 minutes.
We were 6 minutes late. They closed at noon today. We even looked it up, and it said 8 to 5, Veterans Day. It did say hours may vary because of Veterans Day, but it didn't say that they did vary. They closed at noon, and it's 12:06. So we've got the back of my car full of junk and nowhere to take it.
Can't even take it to the hill because the hill is closed. So the only bright side of this is that we didn't have to deal with the smell of the
I was
frickin-
prepped. Look, I was double masked, and we went ahead and sprayed the outside of the mask with the lemon verbena, whatever.
Yeah, I
but-
remember that. I did that once before. I was like, oh, that's cleaner.
All right, so I guess the trash came today and cleaned all our barrels out. So
I'll just have to put
I
it all in a
guess we're
barrel.
gonna have to go in a barrel
Oh,
because you work tomorrow. It's not like you can even leave it in there and then take it tomorrow. So
no.
Stumbling stone number one, it makes me not even want to continue to clean the garage out because there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, I mean, God damn.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, guys. All right. So, our garage cleanup, because, schools and all weren't the only people who weren't working on Veterans Day. So the sanitation people,
yeah,
we missed them by 6 minutes, but
6 minutes. So that prevented us from doing the other wall. We got one wall done, and it actually was all right. We're okay with that. And then the next time we both have a day off is
December 18th.
December 18th. So
maybe we'll go back out there. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So anyway. So we've been gearing up big time here for Christmas. And boy, as I look around the room, we're verging on the ridiculous.
Yeah.
And this whole house just needs to be purged of all things. Yeah, it's gotten to be a little bit crazy. And now there's Christmas things piling up everywhere. So we had talked before about gift giving.
And how bad I am at it. Very bad.
So the other night I was watching some video, one of my favorite podcasts. They do a free audio podcast every week, but then they also do a lot of stuff on Patreon. And so I was watching some of the Patreon stuff, and they, were talking about their t-shirts and everything. And I was like, oh, I should get a t-shirt for Kevin for Christmas. That would be super cool. Which I did. And then I texted him and I'm like, hey,
I would like
Christmas idea for me, just in case. And I kind of saw him over there messing with his phone, and he was trying to be sneaky, whatever. But I kind of had a feeling he ordered a shirt.
Which I did.
Yes. So fast forward a week.
Which I had a whole big plan, because my plan was, and I didn't think she was paying attention to me at all. So I ordered it, and then I was got the tracking, and then set it up on the tracking, so it texted me what was going on with it, because I wanted to make sure that when it come in, because sometimes when I go out to the porch and there's just a shitload of stuff out there, I'll bring it all in and then sort it like the mailman in the room. I'm like, oh, this is mom, this is Kelly, this is mom, this is Kelly, this is mom, this is mom, this is mom, this is mom. And do that. But my thought was, well, if I know when it's out there, I'll get it and make sure I'm not doing that, because that's a dumbass thing to do. And I did. And then when I got it, I realized there was 2 bags, and I was like,
well, it gets back up, right? Right. I also was tracking my shipment, and I knew they were going to come on the same day because I ordered, and then I know he ordered. So I was like, okay, one is going to come to me and one is going to come to him. He's going to know right away what happened. So I get an email that says the package has been delivered, and I come home and I don't see it anywhere. So I'm like, So I'm like, did I get, anything delivered today? And he's like, oh, no, I didn't get anything.
Not putting it together at all. Because when I looked at it, I saw that one of them was for me, and I saw the other one that was from the same pot. I just assumed it was to me. I didn't really read the label.
I thought he ordered.
And I just figured, oh, fuck, I ordered 2 shirts. Shit.
So he hides them away.
Yeah.
And I let a day or so go by.
Yeah.
And I was like.
You were hemming and hawing and trying to say, well, I got something and it's for you, but I don't want to talk about it because I want to know where it is.
I got an email saying that this thing I ordered, was delivered. He's like, well, I'll look on the porch. And he goes out and he looks like, no, it's not there. So finally he comes out and I said, okay, this is going to be weird because I think I know what happened. I think that he has both of them. And I wasn't even sure if maybe my order went in and your order went in and they were like, oh, this is the same address. We're just going to ship them together, whatever. And,
because it is just one guy doing it.
Yeah.
It's Walt doing it.
So I was like, well, okay, this is going to sound strange, but remember the other day when I texted you that thing I would like for Christmas? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, I also purchase something like that for you. He's like, oh, thank God.
So then I walked away from her. She was like, what the fuck? And I come out and I pick up the 2 bags and I show them to her. And we're just
and
laughing.
I was like, look, one says Kelly Rose and one says Kevin Rose. Like, you never even looked to see who
I
they
totally
were.
100% thought I screwed up and ordered 2 shirts. So I had a whole plan. I was like, well, I ordered 2 shirts. And one of the things that they used to do, and I like doing this too, is that when you throw stuff under the tree, little extras for people, you label it from somebody famous, just and then as a joke,
as a fun thing.
Yeah. So I was going to do one of the shirts I said was going to be from Brian and Q, and the other shirt was going to be from Walt and Get 'em, or Frank Sunday Frank or Frank Five, whatever. One of the Sunday Jeff or Frank Five. I had a whole big plan. And then when all this went down, we just started laughing about it. So we just went ahead and opened.
So we're like, all right, so we both know we're getting T-shirts, but we don't know which T-shirts we're getting. So do you want to open them? And he's like, sure, let's open them.
Sure.
So anyway, Kevin got the classic TESD, the 3 cartoon figureheads. Mm-hmm. That would be Q and Brian Johnson and Walt Flanagan. TESD, Tell 'em Steve Dave. And then I got the Barons. You have to really watch the podcast to understand, but they've each achieved Baron status. Yeah. And so there's the Gold Baron, the White Baron, and I don't know what Walt is. What's his Baron's name? I can't remember. Just the Baron. Yeah. Anyway. And so they do little Halloween stuff dressed up as the Barons. So it was pretty funny.
So their whole podcast started because these 2, Walt and Brian Johnson, were friends with Kevin Smith long before the Clerks days. Like when Kevin Smith
thought it was Walt and Walt and Brian Johnson.
Yeah,
right?
Walt and Brian Johnson.
Right. Okay.
And Walt and Brian Johnson and Kevin Smith, they were like best of friends in New Jersey. And if you know anything about Clerks, Walt was actually in Clerks. He played like 3 different parts in Clerks. Because if I like Clerks, it is a real good movie. You tried to watch it, you didn't like it, but if you ever get a chance to watch it, it's a fun watch, and it's obviously a low budget movie. They spent all of their money on music, which was great. But,
and it's in black and white. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But
they started a podcast, and I think Johnson was actually in the second movie, Mallrats.
Wasn't he supposed to be in Clerks, and they had a falling out,
and they had a falling out? Yeah. And then when he did Mallrats, they had made up, and there was a scene where like Walt and Johnson were giving shit to one of the characters, and they would say, "Tell him, Steve Dave," and that was
that's how the podcast was born. Yeah. When they did Comic Book Men, mm-hmm. Kevin Smith. If you ever watched Comic Book Men, it was sort of a podcast they were recording throughout a show. Yeah, like the episode was cut with like them sitting around doing a podcast, and then it would go like to the actual store and whatever. And so I don't know if Tell 'em Steve Dave came from that or if it was even before that.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I think Tell 'em Steve Dave was the podcast came before the show.
The podcast Tell 'em Steve Dave was before
Comic Book Men? Smith started the comic book shop after the success of Mallrats. I know he started
the shop, but I'm talking about the show Comic Book Men. That
came after the podcast.
Anyway, and Q, which is hilarious, because I went back, now they have like the first 300 episodes that you can listen to. So I went back and started listening from the beginning. And Brian Quinn, who's probably undoubtedly the most successful and famous of the 3, mm-hmm. now at the time was just running their soundboard for the podcast. Like, but he was a fireman and he really wasn't anybody.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, the what you're listening to now is about when they started recording Jokers.
Right, even before he became like an impractical Joker and made all this money and whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see how the other 2 handle him pretty much. Because right now they are just giving him, you're just this New York Staten Island. They joke the way he talks and they constantly picking on him to him becoming probably 10 times the value, I would think. Yeah. Money-wise is like way. They're not in the. I don't.
And he comes with the stories because he travels and he's doing all the crazy not quite rock star shit, but he's done rock star shit. I mean, he went on stage with goddamn.
I wouldn't
Bret
imagine
Michaels.
he's making millions, but I think he's comfortable.
Oh, I don't think he's making. None of them are making. Well,
No.
Murray's probably making millions because he's got big deal side jobs.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, they don't flaunt it, which is awesome. And
well, Gatto's got like
they're
$1 million.
They're same people. That's what I love about it. Like, you listen back to the beginning episodes of Tell 'em Steve Dave with Quinn. Brian and Johnson and Walt seem different too. Mm-hmm. And I know Brian Johnson's had demons with like drug abuse, alcohol, and stuff like that. And you can definitely hear the difference in him, like, because where I'm listening now, I don't think he was sober. Although I don't know. What do I know? Yeah. And now he is. So it's like you hear that difference. Walt pretty much.
He's got a lot more responsibilities now because he adopted his niece. Who's got Down
and he got
syndrome.
Married.
Yeah.
But the like difference in Q as far as like his success in his job, but his personality is exactly the same. Yeah. Like, you listen to Tell 'em Steve Dave now, episode 12, and the Brian Quinn you're hearing is the same Brian Quinn you hear on episode 500, which they're coming up on. So, you know, it's, even though he's had all this great success, he's still the same person on this podcast, which is awesome. So anyway, that was our funny story. I know nobody cares because I'm sure nobody knows who Tell 'em Steve Dave is.
Maybe they'll give it a listen. It's free on Apple Podcast, Amazon Pod, or Amazon Music now does a bunch of podcasts.
It's not. If you're easily offended, don't listen.
Yeah.
They don't really go out of their way not to offend.
Well, if they're easily offended, they're probably not watching this anyway.
That's probably true. I got to school super early one day. It was like 7, and we had been listening in the car on the way to work, and I was like, oh, no one else is here. I'll put it on. And I couldn't even leave it on with nobody in the building because the language is just not good. But it's just so funny.
We need Raycons.
We need Raycons.
That'll be funny in the Christmas episode. Remember this.
We know everything we're getting each other for Christmas. Christmas is really going to suck this year.
I don't think so. Well, I'm going to figure that out. One day when you're working, like on a Wednesday or something, I'm going to, like you said, I'm going to go get some cash.
It's not even about the gifts, though. I'm not even talking about the gifts. Like, that's nothing. But like, Mom and Dad are going to be gone, and they're going to be with Jen and Paul and the boys having like a great Christmas. Mm-hmm. And you're going to be working. And Michael's here, but not really here. Like, Michael's here, but I don't really spend time.
You got the little girl.
It's just going to be a regular cuddle day for me and Tilly. But I've never really spent Christmas just doing nothing with nobody.
Yeah. Well, that's
going to suck.
Yeah.
And Christmas Eve is the same. Mm-hmm. Like, we're going to have to do a nice Christmas Eve dinner.
Yeah.
Or go somewhere or do something.
Well,
maybe we'll go out and we'll do lights and we'll just make a big deal out of Christmas Eve.
We'll do that. We pack up the car, take Mike with us, and we'll run out and look at lights and go out and get some dinner somewhere nice. Maybe we'll, splurge a little bit on dinner and do that.
I feel really bad for you, though, because it's like the first Christmas since your mom died, and that's how we're going to spend it.
Well, it's the whole call center thing. Here's the thing, folks. If you ever get a chance to work at a call center, pass. Because you're going to, unless it's a call center that closes on Christmas, and most of them don't. Canon does. One of the few things I regret about leaving Canon is that they do take all of their holidays off. Thanksgiving, Thursday, Friday off. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day off. New Year's Day off. And I think if I don't remember, let me know in the comments, but I think they even cut out early on New Year's Eve.
Don't talk about how everyone else has it great.
But, I'm in a 24/7 call center that does like a major service. So,
and chances are you're not going to be very busy on Christmas, and you'll probably get off early anyway.
Probably.
But still, I'm used to like the morning, and you get up and you open presents and you have breakfast, and I'm not going to have any of that.
We'll have some Christmas Pop-Tarts.
Some Christmas pop. We'll make a Christmas Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, that'll be it.
No.
Maybe we'll find an outfit that Tilly will let us put on her.
Tilly ain't gonna let us put anything on her.
Mm.
All right. Anyway, so that was our week. Yeah, as you know, Thanksgiving, I will say, we do have a good amount of time off at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Together. We have Wednesday and Thursday together on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Be able to watch the parade.
Yeah. Wednesday, you know what we're going to be doing?
Yeah.
Cooking and cleaning.
Yeah.
Because this room has got to not look like this anymore.
Yeah. I'm on it. Mm-hmm. I'm down. And then cooking prep and cooking. And then, you know, Thanksgiving Day, we got the parade. And usually there's like the dog show. I think they'll do the dog show. Mm-hmm. I love the Thanksgiving parade for Macy's. The Broadway stuff at the beginning really makes me want to skip Broadway. Like, I don't want to do any of that. None of the shows.
But I know people who really like that.
Oh, yeah.
So
well, we paused. We locked up.
Oh, no. What did I do?
I don't know how locked up that was, but.
Oops. All right. So we're going to come back with some shit we should know.
Shit we should know.
We'll be back in a minute.
And we're back.
With shit you should know.
Shit you should know. So
Kevin's going to start.
I'm going to start because Kelly started first.
We're keeping score. Are we keeping score?
Sure.
All right. I'll keep score. Got it.
What color is formed by mixing blue and yellow?
Green.
Interesting thing about that, I remember this clearly. The reason I know that is because of a story called Nate the Great that I read like when I was in either first or second grade. And,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever read that to kids?
No. All right. What was Hillary Clinton's profession before entering politics?
Murdering. She was a lawyer for the Rose Law Firm, and she did a bunch of crooked shit there.
Wow, you would have had it right with just lawyer.
I had it right with murdering, but
edit. We're not here to offend people.
I'm looking. Hey, I'm not suicidal at all. I do want to make sure that is perfectly clear.
Oh my god. Oh, he makes it so difficult sometimes.
All right. What planet is sometimes called the red planet due to its red appearance?
Mars.
Yeah. I guess I should be looking at the answers.
Yeah, because that could be wrong. Was I right?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you write 14 using Roman numerals?
X I V.
Very good. We're tied, folks. 2-2.
Okay. What animal is Robin Hood in the animated Disney film?
Oh my gosh. Was he a fox?
He was a fox. All right.
Wow. Are you surprised I knew that?
I am a little surprised.
What is the name of Australia's largest airline?
Jesus. Aussie Air? I don't know.
Qantas.
Oh.
I would have known that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get on airplanes, so.
I just pulled ahead 3-2.
Mm-hmm. What prestigious prize have the authors Harold Piner? What in the hell?
Can I read the question?
Yeah.
What prestigious prize have the authors Harold Pinter, Orhan Pamuk, and Toni Morrison all won? I'm going to say the Nobel Peace Prize.
Nobel Prize in Literature.
Ah, I was so close.
I'll give you a half point.
The Nobel Prize. I just should have said Nobel Prize and I would have got it.
Mm-hmm. What you done fucked
I
up
done fucked everyone. I couldn't even get that line out fast enough. Do a purple... Let me start again. God, I need to go to the eye doctor.
Mm.
This is getting really bad. Do a person's pupils get larger or smaller in bright light?
Smaller.
Yes, smaller.
Yeah. I've had enough eye exams to know how that shit works.
We're back to being tied 3-3.
What one thing does a koala's diet mainly consist of? There's a lot of Australia this week.
I would say eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus leaves. Funny thing about Australia, when I was, because, we do Hatteras a lot. One of my favorite all-time restaurants was down there, a place called the Down Under. And they had like 10-cent shrimp that were huge, and they served like kangaroo and whatnot. And it was just a really, really good restaurant. And Tabitha, my niece, loved their kangaroo. It was great. But the guy got deported for dealing
Serving
cocaine.
kangaroo.
So serving a little extra with the kangaroo. So.
In what city is LaGuardia Airport located?
New York.
Yes. We're still tied. We're pretty evenly matched tonight, baby.
I don't know. What do you call the charge to play a round of golf?
What do you call the charge?
Yeah.
To play a round of golf?
Yeah. There is
There's
a
a
proper
term for the fee that you have to pay?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Green fee.
I would have known that in a million years. Okay. What is the world's largest retailer?
Well, at one time it would have been a Walmart, but it's probably Amazon.
Well, at the time this card was printed, it was Walmart.
Yeah. Amazon would have taken it over, especially since the pandemic. But yeah, Walmart. So. What?
You said Amazon.
I said Walmart, and then
you said at one time it would have been Walmart, but I would say Amazon.
Yeah, so that's dependent upon the.
So your answer was Amazon.
Oh, all right, everybody, vote in the comments if that should count or not.
Okay, that if you were on Jeopardy and you said, "Well, at one time I would have said this, but now I think it's this," and
because they're asking you current, like at that moment, my M's sitting there asking me the question. I'm like, it's Amazon.
Hey Siri. Oh, Siri doesn't listen to me anymore. Hey Siri. What's the world's largest retailer?
Here's an answer from MarketRealist.com. Walmart.
Oh, so Walmart
is a mass merchandiser. It's the world's largest retailer.
Okay, so how do we score this, people? Because he said at one time it would have been Walmart, but I think Amazon.
Yeah, well, because of the pandemic, Amazon rocketed to the top.
Walmart was shipping.
Yeah.
I think you got that wrong.
All right.
I think you didn't.
Take the hit.
I think you didn't go with your gut instinct.
All right, I'll take the hit.
I think it's your turn.
Let's see. What does a camel store in its hump?
Water.
Its hump. Its hump. Fat. Big old wad of fat.
I knew water as soon as I said it was
so
a ridiculous answer.
We went to racetrack one time for Father's Day at Colonial Downs, and they had two races that were just not horses. They were just basically they were just fucking with people. They did a race with ostriches, which was hilarious, and then a race with camels. Now the race with camels, they were professional camel jockeys. I'm not even kidding. And that was hilarious to watch. One guy was sitting there. It's great. And then they did
that's going to be the
ostriches
on this video. You know that, right?
And then the ostriches, they get people from the crowd, which boggles my mind that people volunteered to do this. And I clearly remember there was a guy who almost made it. Most of the people fell out right at the beginning. This guy's holding on. He's sliding to the back of this thing until his face is in this ostrich's ass. And then finally he's just like, I'm out.
Oh, God. All right, water. I freaking said water. An idiot. Russia is the largest country in the world in terms of area. What country is the second largest?
China?
Canada.
Canada?
This is my chance to win, or else we're tied.
Okay.
And we go to sudden death.
In modern day, in what modern day country is the historical region of Transylvania of Count Dracula fame?
Oh my God, Austria.
No, Romania.
So we're tied. Do we pick new cards?
Yeah,
we play for sudden death.
I
know we've been through both cards, babe.
Oh, did we?
It was almost like a time warp, wasn't it?
Jesus. All right. Well, then we're gonna pick a card.
I want this one. No, I want this one. There.
All right, and then I'm gonna pick this one.
All right, 5 more questions to
Break the tie.
make or break us here. You go first, or do I go first?
You go first because I just answered, or I just asked the last question.
No, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, it was the Canada question. Wasn't that the last? No, Romania was the last one. How did you finish if you started?
We fucked up. Somewhere along the way.
I don't know. I'm out of it today. Ready? Here we go. In which book by Alexander Dumas do we encounter the character the Artigarian? The Artigarian. Would you like to see it? I'm not sure it'll help, but there you go.
Probably not going to help. I'm going to say A Tale of Two Cities.
No, The Three Musketeers.
Oh, well, who the hell knows that?
I wouldn't have known that. I'm not that smart.
It was written by a dumbass.
Dumas, I'm only assuming. Okay, you'll get the next one, though, I bet you. Okay.
See. What is the... I'm having a hard time reading this myself.
We are a poor pair.
What is the... What is that?
What is the Indian Hindu language film industry known as? Bollywood?
Yep. I'm going to have to look. Bollywood. Yep.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
What is the last name of the family in the TV series Family Guy?
Griffin. Yeah, Peter Griffin.
We're back to being tied.
What kind of animal is Asian Azan from Chronicles of Narnia?
What kind of animal is Asian from the Chronicles of Narnia?
Is that Asian?
Aslan?
I
don't know. Buffalo.
No, it's a lion. Lion, Witch, in the Wardrobe.
Okay.
C.S. Lewis?
Kevin, I'm not a classics, and those aren't my types of things.
Yeah.
Ready?
Sure.
How many ribs do humans have?
12.
24.
Oh, 12 on both sides. Shit. Bullshit
We are
question.
about the dumbest people. It's the Baron shirt, I swear. It's brought bad mojo.
Oh, we can't half read the questions, and we're probably tired as well. So,
I haven't eaten since breakfast.
What does the acronym FBI stand for?
Federal Bureau of Investigations.
Yeah, don't even have to look at that one. Well, look at your shit.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
What is the time difference between London and New York?
I'm going to say 4 hours.
Oh, you were so close. 5 hours.
Fuck.
Guess what? I won.
Well, I got one more question.
Oh. Well.
How did it get... I don't even know. What year was World War One? What year did World War One end?
See, these questions are just here to make me look stupid. World War One.
World War One.
I don't know.
1918.
Okay. I'm so glad I decided not to take a guess.
Why? What were you going to say?
I would have been way off. I think I was thinking World War II. Anyway, maybe, you know what? Maybe that was supposed to be your point.
What's that?
I might have given myself a point that I was supposed to give you.
All right, we're not going to score this because we're just... You guys saw it. So
okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You got lawyer. You got the Roman numerals. You got the smaller pupils. You got New York. I didn't read that question.
What's that?
What city is the gangster Bugsy Siegel strongly associated with?
Chicago?
Las Vegas.
Oh,
all right, so you got lawyer, 14, smaller, New York. That's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Griffin, you got 5 points. That's what I had scored for you. 5 points. And then I got eucalyptus. Green, Mars, a fox, Bollywood, and FBI. So I got 6. I was right. I scored correctly. I beat you by 1 point.
Oh, really? About time.
But it's ridiculous, and that win should be taken away from me because I said water is what's in a camel's hump.
That was crazy.
And it's a stupid freaking answer.
All right. Well, I hope all our intern fans got a laugh out of that anyway. They're going to be like, what are you teaching our kids?
I was just, yeah. There's no excuse.
But it's just fat. Fat back on camera. That's
right.
awesome.
So we're going to head out of here. We have not ordered dinner. I have... What time is it? 6:30. I have a nail sale starting at 7. We got to get a move on.
You got to get moving.
So we will be back next week to tell you all the interesting things that happened to us between now and then.
We don't have anything planned, but I'm sure we'll make some shit up.
I know something will happen, I'm sure.
Yeah.
TikTok video of the week.
That'll come up. We'll figure that out. We haven't picked one yet, but it'll be something.
It'll be something.
Something.
All right, y'all have a great week, and we will see you next Saturday on This Week.
Bye, everybody.
Get your ass out of my dryer right now.
Not getting out.
Get out of my dryer.
Jessica, I'm not getting out.
Get out, Dozy.
Look, I have every right to be here like you.
Get out of my dryer.
This is community property.
Get.
Look, you could just boot, scoot, and boogie, Jessica, because I'm not getting out.